27,000 trucks. 27,000 Class 8 trucks are hitting the market in the month of March. So what I want to do in this video is I actually want to break this down to all of us out there on what this means to us, truck drivers, owner-operators, small fleet owners. 27,000 trucks, 27,000 orders for the month of February, okay? In March, they come out with the stats for February and they compare it year over year, month over month. But what does this actually mean for us? First of all, for dealerships, it definitely means that there's going to be a lot of pressure on the dealership. If the dealerships ordered 27,000 trucks, so North America, for example, Canada took 8,000 trucks, and then the other 20,000 are distributed amongst the US. Now, if the dealership ordered, 100 or 200 trucks and they're sitting on it because they can't sell it, and why can they not sell it? Because of what's happening in our industry. So a lot of trucking companies, a lot of carriers, they're holding back on their purchases. They don't know what's going to happen in Q2 and Q3. We can tell you what's happening right now, and the situation's not great at all. So the dealerships are going to come up with more creative ways to sell you guys out there these brand new trucks and trying to kind of give you discounts. Maybe they're going to drop their prices a little bit, and maybe they're going to get their in-house financing to give you a break on the financing. They're going to come with some really creative ways to try to push this out there because they're going to be facing a lot of pressure. So let's say there's a dealership here in Canada ordered 100 trucks. Those 100 trucks are about $200,000 a pop or $150,000 a pop. Now multiply that by 200 trucks that are sitting. Well, somebody's paying the interest on this because within 30 to 60 days they got to pay the big boss, they got to pay the manufacturing plant back for these orders. But if they can't sell it, how are they going to pay it back? Well, then they're going to have to carry it on their books and come out at a loss. Now these trucks on their books cost a lot of money, the financing on them. So they're going to be coming up with some really creative ways to try to push it onto the public. What does this mean for our used equipment? Nobody can sell anything right now. I mean, we have a cycle every 4 or 5 years. We sell our trailers, we sell our trucks, our used trucks, but the industry has plummeted so much that you can't get rid of your old equipment. So what do we do with our old equipment? Well, nothing. We just keep running them, which means that instead of getting rid of them after 4 years or 4.5 years, we're holding onto them for longer. Now it's going to be 5 years, 5.5 years, right? So we're holding on to our old equipment because we can't sell it because we're waiting for the market to adjust. So if we're holding on to our equipment for a little bit longer and the economy isn't doing so great and freight rates are not great, well, if I order 20 or 30 trucks for the year 2025 or 2024, well, I'm pushing out my orders. So I'm telling my dealership, if the trucks are coming in Q2, then I'm telling the dealership, listen, I can't take possession over them in Q2. We want to push it out to Q3. The dealership, what are they going to do? Force me to take the trucks? They can't do that. So they say, okay, no problem. And things get pushed more and more. Also, a very big thing is cancellation of new orders. So I'm in touch here with probably 7 or 8 other trucking companies, probably within the 100 truck range, and they are pushing orders. Not only are they pushing orders, if they ordered 30 or 40 trucks for 2024, it's very common that they call that dealership and say, listen, we can only take 10 this year because number one, we can't sell our equipment, and number two, we don't know what's happening with the market out there, so we really can't afford to take 30 right now on our books. We'll only take 10. Now again, this is causing a lot more pressure on these dealerships. They don't know what to do. I mean, I've circled around 3 or 4 times into 4 or 5 different dealerships here that sell Class 8 trucks, and their parking lots are getting more and more and more packed with their new equipment. Now, how does this affect all of us? So all you owner-operators, truck drivers out there, I mean, small fleet owners, with the influx of trucks, I mean, this is affecting everybody. I mean, think about another 27,000 trucks are hitting the market, and then the next month, again, it's going to be another 27,000 trucks, or plus minus 2,000 or 3,000. But this is causing even more and more of those low freight rates that are happening out there right now. So imagine all the work now, it gets divided into even more trucks that are on the road. Yes, obviously, there's a lot of trucks that come off the road and have come to the end of their career, but there's 27,000 new trucks that are going to be hitting the road, whether it's now or in 2 or 3, 4 months. But this is causing all of us to fight over the exact same freight, causing, even more delays at the shippers, even more delays at the receivers. It's causing, more layovers, more delays between loads. So we truck drivers out there, I mean, I'm in touch with a lot of them. A lot of them have a lot of pressure on them that, they're not getting dispatched as fast as they used to. There's definitely more layovers between loads. And of course, the rate cuts. I mean, companies that are fighting, if we're 10 people all, in one location and there's only 5 loads, then you better believe that, we're cutting down rates in order to get to work, because we can't just have the driver standing with the trailer or the truck. There's payments that need to be made. And this is on all levels, whether you're a driver, an owner operator, a lease operator. I mean, we're all feeling this pressure. So give me some of your thoughts. So 27,000 new trucks are going to be hitting the road. How does that make you feel? How do you think that you're going to get impacted by this? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to read some of your feedback. I'm Ronen, R-O-N-E-N, and hopefully learned something from this video.